Hi, so today we're going to do a bit of grammar. And what bit of grammar? We're going to do modifiers today. The word modifier, does it ring a bell? Maybe, maybe not. But let's say if you stretch your memory far enough and think about parts of speech, can you think of parts of speech that modify a part of the sentence? Do adjectives and adverbs come to your mind? Well, yes. So, modifiers can be of two types. At least the ones that we're going to be covering over here are one adverbial and the next would be adjectival. Right? So, what do you understand by an adjective? We'll study this first. What is an adjective? An adjective is a word that adds meaning to a noun. Right? So, when I say it adds meaning to a noun, it somehow modifies the noun. Right? What is therefore an adjectival modifier? An adjectival modifier in some way or the other adds meaning to a noun or let's say a pronoun. Right? Let's move to adverbs now. What is an adverb? An adverb is a word that modifies a verb, an adjective, and an adverb. So this certain part of speech, an adverb, modifies three other parts of speeches. A verb, an adjective, and an adverb. Right? Let's think about an example. Let me show you by aid of an example. Let's think of the simplest sentence. A subject and a verb. Simplest sentence. I run. Right? Let's see what is the verb over here. Of course, this is the verb, isn't it? What is an adverb? An adverb modifies a verb. Let's try and modify this verb. If you add the word fast after the verb run, it somehow modifies the meaning of the sentence, modifies the intensity of the verb run. It's not just run anymore. It is run how? I run fast. Right? Making fast an adverb. Makes sense? Now look at it this way. If I were to add a very over here. I run very fast. What am I doing now? Which part of this sentence am I modifying? Or which part of this sentence am I adding a meaning to? I run very fast. I am intensifying the word fast. Therefore, very becomes a word that is modifying another adverb and therefore becomes an adverb itself. Right? So what have we learnt until now? We have learnt that an adverb has modified a verb, which was fast in this case, and which was a verb being modified. It was run. It added more meaning to the word, right? It added more perspective to the sentence. I run how? I run fast. And Further, we went and intensified the adverb fast and added the word very over there, which in itself became an adverb, making a sentence, I run very fast. Right? So what do we see over here? We've seen an adverb modifying a verb and an adverb. Right? Let's see how it can modify an adjective. If I say she is beautiful and intensify the adjective beautiful with very, what does very become? Very also becomes an adverb, right? So, quick revision. What are we doing? We're doing modifiers, and we've discussed that modifiers can be of two types. Modifiers can be an adjectival modifier or can be adverbial in nature, right? Now, what do we need to learn with respect to modifiers? What we need to understand is that theory as such is not important for you, right? What is important is that you need to identify where a modifier makes most sense for a sentence, right? What does this basically mean? It means that a modifier makes most sense. Now, I'm not saying it only makes sense when. It makes most sense when it is placed next to the word or phrase that it is intended to modify. Let me repeat that. A modifier should be placed right next to the phrase or the word that it is intended to modify. For example, she is very beautiful. The word very, the adverb very is intensifying or showing the intensity of the word beautiful, which is an adjective, in a proper manner only because of its placement, which is right next to beautiful, right? With this very, very simple sentence, you're going to say, of course, very is going to be put right next to beautiful. Where else can we place very? But then as we progress onto this class, we'd see what sort of very, very weird errors do people make when working with modifiers, right? So what we're going to remember for this, the rules part of it for this class, is that modifiers can be divided into two parts. There's an adjectival modifier and there's an adverbial modifier, and a modifier makes most sense when it is kept or when it is placed right next to the word that it is intended to modify, right? Let's look at a couple of questions now.